What up, Seeking Knowledge family, man? Y'all know who it is. It's Pharaoh33. I'm the host of this podcast. And apparently, unfortunately, I will be going solo again on this episode. This is the 14th episode of the 23rd season. And I know it's a lot of people that's listening to this can relate to what I'm about to share. I'm just going to title this Move On. And like, how you ever just bent with somebody or dealt with somebody, whether y'all in a relationship, a friendship, a businessship, or y'all just cool. And when y'all first meet, all of a sudden everything is all good. Y'all getting along, y'all vibing, y'all clicking. Then all of a sudden as time go by, you see that person just start changing up. Like you start seeing the toxic side of them, or you start seeing the negative side of them. I'm telling y'all, look, move on. Do not stick around and deal with that nonsense. And I'm really focusing on like being in a relationship with somebody, like whether it's a business relationship, a relationship, or just a friendship, which is based relationship, because you gotta be, if you are friend with somebody, that's basically y'all in a relationship, because you're not fit to be friends with anybody if y'all haven't built no relationship. So that's what I'm getting to. But if you start seeing them signs that it's toxic, move on, let that person go. Because think about it, if you stick around, you're gonna start picking up on their toxic ways. You're gonna start acting just like them, and you're eventually gonna become just like them. So you're gonna start acting like them, and once you act, everything you act on will eventually become you. So move on, y'all. Look, you don't have to deal with that toxicity. Like if you meet somebody and y'all cool, and all of a sudden they start calling you out your name, or they start letting their best friend or whatever the situation might be get in their ear, and they just switch up, do not stick around. And like I can relate to stuff like this because I'm a Virgo, right? And Virgo have big hearts. We have hearts to help people. We have a heart to stick around when people don't want us around. But as I got older and mature and realized I know my worth, I'm not finna just deal with nonsense. So I moved on. Like with my first marriage, like this shit was so toxic. And I stuck around years knowing I should have been left. But the thing is, this is why people stick around with toxicity. They are afraid to be alone. They always gotta have somebody around them. No, move on. I used to be like that. I used to like, I need people around me. But once I got to the point, I had to move on, because you're not gonna mistreat me. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. You're not going to act funny when you get around certain people. It's time for y'all to move on. Some of y'all are dealing with a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a spouse, a friend, a business partner who is showing you the toxic side of them, but y'all are still sticking around because y'all been knowing each other for a long time, or y'all don't want to end that friendship. But look, move on. If it's not working out, and if you see that person is changing, and you see that person is changed, and it's not gonna change no time soon to becoming a better person, but they study showing you the toxic ways after y'all been cool for so long, move on. I'm just being real. Do not stick around. Like, I had to share this because I see a lot of people deal with this and they stick around, and the more you stick around, it's going to get worse. So like, I heard stories of how people was in toxic relationships when I was back home in East St. Louis, and how that person ended up losing their life just because they seen the signs it was time to move on, but they stuck around. Look, y'all, move on, man. Do not stick around and you get to the point where you get hurt, you get played, you end up losing your life, because it happened to many people that I've known in the past that seen the signs that it was time to move on. Everything was peaches and cream in the beginning, and all of a sudden you start seeing the signs. That you got to recognize them signs, man. A lot of people don't know the signs, but you got to recognize them signs when it's time for you to move on. If a person always avoiding you, that's a sign it's time to move on, because they don't really want to be with you. If they always talking to you any kind of way, instead of uplifting you, but they turn you down, that's a sign to move on. They don't never want to be seen with you, that's a time to move on. Like, you gotta know the signs when it's time to move on. They call you out your name, it's a time to move on. It don't matter how long you've been with that person. When the universe tell you to move on, you gotta move on. use your, everybody say it's the gut feeling, but no, that's the intuition to move on. I'm just being real with y'all, man. I just wanted to come on and share that because I dealt with it. If somebody listens to this now, I'm dealing with it. If somebody's going to deal with it tomorrow, the next day, next year. But I'm telling y'all, move on. Move on. Move on. Keep pushing. Gas up your car and roll out. Put air in that bike wheel and roll on. Put the skates on and roll out. But the moral of the story is move on when you see the signs of a toxic person who, and a lot of people think, oh, they can change. But if you don't, I get it, they can change. But if they not showing you a sign of change, you need to move on. If they not showing you they trying to change, you need to move on. And that's one problem. Like, and I'm going to speak on this and I'm going to get up out of here. People will have somebody good, that's amazing, that's great, but they will let other people get in their ear, other toxic people get in their ear and turn them toxic. And now they toxic towards you. It happens to a lot of us. It happens to me. But I'm saying you got to move on from that. If you see that person is toxic, move on. But look, y'all, I'm about to move on to the next episode because I'm done with this. I just had to come on and share this. But look, y'all, before I get up out of here, we all know that I'm an entrepreneur. I got 5 books I already worked on that's published. No, my 5th book is not published yet, but it's finished. It's completed. It's just not published. And my first book is titled From the Hood to the Church. You can find it on Amazon. I got the ebook titled From the Hood to the Church Annotated. That's on Amazon as well. I got 2 children's books. My first children's book, Dad, Where's My Fish, can be found on Barnes & Noble, the online store. I also have another children's book. If you want that book, I can send you a copy of the ebook because it's in ebook form right now. That book is found through System.io. It's a link that the book was created on. Shout out to my brother Devontae Chapman for helping me finish my 4th book. But I can send you the link if you email me at seekingknowledgepodcast33@gmail.com, and I can send you that link to my 4th book, which is an ebook titled Diamond and the Baby Husky. It's a children's book. I love catering to the children, man, because they are up next. They are our future. That's why I do everything in my power to stay focused on my entrepreneurship. Like I said, I'm working 9 to 5, but I do everything to focus on. See, a 9 to 5 give you wages, but your career will give you a future, will give you the success you need. So I do everything I can to focus my entrepreneurship outside of the job I'm working. Because I know it's time to leave a legacy for my kids. So if you with somebody that's hindering your growth, that's want to stop you from starting their business, writing their book, starting their podcast. I say writing their podcast, starting their podcast, move on. Like I said, it can be a friendship, relationship, partnership. It can even be a spouse. If y'all not clicking anymore and she cheated on you or he cheated on you and you see the toxic ways and it's constantly the same thing, move on. Because you want to lead a legacy for your kids, so you want to be around somebody who supports you and who care for you and who there for you. So move on. I just had to throw that in there. But I was dumb this mess, but I just had to throw that in there because it just popped in my conscience. But my 5th book is titled From the Hood to the Church, Part 2, Why I Chose Spirituality Over Religion. That book will be released probably beginning of next year. I'm just waiting on me and my 2 bros and my wife and my sister finish the process with our publishing company, Uplift Publishing House, so I can publish that book under our publishing company. It's just like me working a job with podcasters. James, he going to school, working, podcaster. It's like our schedules are busy, so we make time when we can, but that's not an excuse, but it's coming now. It's coming. That 5th book is coming. From the Hood to the Church, Part 2, Why I Chose Spirituality Over Religion. From the Hood to the Church, Part 2, Why I Chose Spirituality Over Religion is coming. Also, look, y'all, a lot of y'all need to move on when it comes to eating the bad things for your health. A lot of y'all need to move on for all the toxin and the poison y'all are putting in your body. It's time to get healthy. It's time to live a healthy lifestyle. A lot of people say health is wealth, but how can you get to the wealth if you're not healthy? It's time for you to move on from the bad habits that was taught to us by our grandparents or our parents or our great-great-parents and live a healthy lifestyle. If y'all can't do it on your own, I got you. I know a company that will help y'all meet your goals. It's Herbalife. I don't promote it on my social media like that more because lately I've been focusing on, like, I still take care of my health, but lately I've been focusing on my podcast and bringing this award home. Like, my podcast is nominated for an award. Thanks to y'all. Like, I'm gonna be real. Your health is very important. If you don't take care of your health, how can the people that's close to you take care of their health? It starts with you. So Herbalife will help you change your lifestyle when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle. I can send you my link through Seeking Out This Podcast 33@gmail.com, and you can just do a wellness goal intake and we can start from there. Ask you some basic questions: your name, your age, current weight, what do you want to lose weight, gain weight, how many cups of water do you drink a day, or how much water do you drink a day, how many times you work out a day, how many meals you eat a day. Once you complete all that and create your profile, it's going to break everything down from a meal plan, a workout plan, and it's going to recommend some of the supplements Herbalife has to offer. Because I want to see you win when it comes to your wealth. When it comes to your health. I definitely want to see you win. So move on from the old ways of doing things. Think you can eat anything and you're going to be okay. No, it's not. It don't work like that. But look, y'all, I'm not better than y'all. I just decided to make better decisions when it comes to my health. Because I want to be around for my kids. I'm going to be around for my kids to see my kids have kids. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to stay healthy. I'm going to continue to live a healthy lifestyle. And I don't care what nobody think. Because my life is my life. My life is not just my life because I have a wife and kids who are dependent on me. I have business partners, Devontae and James and TJ, who depended on me. I have people I connect with on side the aisle who depended on me. So my health is very important. So I'm telling y'all to move on from all that bad eating and let's eat healthy. Before I get up out of here, y'all, thank y'all so much for just always tuning into my podcast, listen to my podcast, liking, commenting, sharing my podcast. Because, like I said, my podcast is in the nomination for an award, and you can vote to the 31st. That's when the window closed. And if you go to risingmenalliance.org and you scroll down to the media section or category, you'll see my picture. You just click on the vote sign, and that is risingmenalliance.org. That's risingmenalliance.org. And you click on it and scroll down to the media category and vote for your boy. Because my podcast is nominated for the award because of y'all. Because y'all can relate to my message, so I'm thankful for y'all. But look, y'all, move on from toxic people. Move on. But before I get up out of here, I want to share about the OWL app. The OWL app is an entrepreneur app. It's an app to connect you with other entrepreneurs, whether you're a podcast, or author, a filmmaker, a fashion designer, a firefighter, police officer, a motivational speaker, whatever your expertise is. You can connect with somebody on the OWL app that would love to hear from you, that would love to get to know you, that would love to share insight on what they do, and would love to get insight on what you do. So whatever you're doing right now, download the OWL app. Stop what you're doing and download the OWL app. It's OWWLL. Once you download the OWL app, create your profile, because people will call you once they see that your profile is all spruce, all spicy, looking good. You know, like, oh, that person, somebody I want to connect with. So add all your social media links once you download. Add all your social media links. Add everything about you. Like, basically create a bio. And they have a section that say who you would like to collab with or who you interested in collabing with. Like mine is say podcasting and fashion, and I think motivational speaking, something like that. But create your account on our app. But before you do all that, it's gonna say here referred you, and you can put that referral code in, which is Brewster, BREWSTER, and you get $10 credit to your account, and you got 30 days to use them $10 to call 10 people who have $1 for 10 minutes. And just a side note, you do get paid for your time. But downloading this app and coming aboard this app, you're not investing money. All you gotta do is invest time. Because once you sign up using my referral code Brewster, BREWSTER, they're gonna give you $10 to make 10 calls, to make calls with. So let's go, man. I want to see you at the top, man. But like I said, move on from people that don't want to see you grow. Move on from people that want to hinder you. Move on from people that don't support you. But you jump on this app, you'll meet a lot of people that are going to support you, who are going to pour into you, who are going to help you bring your vision to life. But look out, I'm out. This is titled Move On. It's the 23rd season, the 14th episode. And I'm excited because, like me, when it comes to podcasting, I'm not going to never stop. But look out, if y'all follow me on social media, please cast y'all votes, man. Help me bring this award home. But peace and blessings, love and light, and I'll see y'all in the next episode.